terror's end. I watched a legend thin. The finest weapon ever forged turned slowly inward bend. Horus spoke of breaking chains, of fate denied its due. But pride makes room for whispering gods and debts you never outgrow. I saw the fracture before the fall, the pause behind command. The moment borrowed certainty, replaced a steady hand. The war did not crown him king, it stripped him down to need. A war master who reached for gods and lost the right to lead. I did not mourn at terror's gates, nor curse the emperor's lie. I measured what shared dominion costs, and how great causes die. Wars break by inches, then all at once. That lesson never bends. Horus knelt, I learned, and then I planned the end. Crowns for none, I take them all. Gods don't rule me, I make them fall. Black legion fire, driven straight. I grind their hungers into plan. They beg for faith, I give them war. I am war. I am war. After the heresy, the eye festered, choked with thrones of spite, carrion kings and prophet lords, calling madness right. Wrath without restraint, wrath mistaking stillness for truth. Excess drowning cause insensation, schemes clever enough to devour themselves. They rule by leave of unseen thrones, by favor begged and fed. I kept a simpler ledger still. I balanced wars and dead. Daravik learned what titles cost. He learned it quickly. No god arrived to argue terms when I closed the distance cleanly. Some bent and learned to march again. Others died, naming lies. Their patrons watched without a sound as certainty replied. From shattered creeds and rival crowns, I built what faith could not. Command without illusion, a war that does not rot. Crowns for none, I take them all. Gods don't rule me, I make them fall. Black legion fire, driven straight. I grind their hungers into plan. They beg for faith, I give them war. I am war. I am war. Now see them clad in black and oath, not chosen, not enslaved, but warriors bound by oath and outcome, and victories that stayed. 13 times the stars burn slow, not one strike thrown away. Each crusade a measured cut along the longer way. Princes broke, the blessed fell. Icons lost their hold. Wrath and rot and excess clash. I force the clash for forward. The gods draw close as they always do, demanding voice and name. They claw at every turning point. I do not bend, I aim. Let corn rage, let sense revise. Let rot and hunger vie. I do not kneel, I do not yield. They circle, I decide. This war does not secretly surrender. No catharsis, no peace. It breaks by inches, then all at once, until resistance ceases. The galaxy will fail in order, not through fate, not prayer, not chance, but through will applied without pause, until nothing remains that stands. All crowns for none, I take them all. Gods don't rule me, I make them